It's Saturday, and you know what that means. Welcome everyone to Stan Hansen Saturday, episode number 13. This week we look back at Stan Hansen challenging Giant Baba for the PWF Heavyweight title from February 4th, 1982. Stan Hansen had just made the jump from New Japan Pro Wrestling to All Japan Pro Wrestling in late 1981, appearing in the corner of Bruiser Brody and Jimmy Superfly Snuka at the Real World Tag League Finals. I recommend watching that match against the Funks. Late into this match, Brody whips Terry Funk into Hansen's Lariat. That leaves Dory alone against Bruiser Brody and Jimmy Snuka. Dory Funk Jr. fights valiantly against both Brody and Snuka, but eventually takes the loss. Hansen then gets in the ring and the three celebrate. Before too long, Dory gets back in the ring and he's joined by Giant Baba and Jumbo Tsuruta, and everyone just brawls against each other throughout this the post-match melee, if you will. Hansen gets left bloody by Baba and Jumbo. They then air the backstage scene with Hansen screaming all over the place, threatening to take on Giant Baba, Jumbo, and anyone else from All Japan Pro Wrestling. That is then followed by a music video featuring highlights of Stan Hansen versus Ashura Hara in his All Japan in-ring debut match. This is a very brief segment that they show. After that, we get a video of Stan Hansen making his arrival to Japan, where he cuts a promo on Giant Baba and again Jumbo Tsuruta. He's basically traveling. He shows up from his flight and then the bus trip down to the hotel, and later on they show you like the scene from just him talking about these guys, and it's a very entertaining video. We then get to the match. There is a loud reaction from the fans as Stan Hansen makes his way to the ring. The reaction continues to be ridiculously loud as Giant Baba prepares to make his way to the ring. They show that Baba is being interviewed before heading out to the ring. Hansen is accompanied by Ueda, who also had just left New Japan Pro Wrestling to join All Japan Pro Wrestling. The match starts with Baba and Hansen crisscrossing each other off the ropes. They strike each other with a shoulder block, which doesn't knock either one of them down. Baba then ends up catching Hansen with a big boot to the face that knocks Hansen down. Crowd erupts. Hansen then misses a few chops at Baba, who then gets in another big boot across Hansen's face. Hansen gets back up and he lays in a few elbows across Baba's back. That then leads to Hansen just slowing it down a bit, and with a chin lock, he keeps Baba down on the mat. Baba fights his way back up while Hansen keeps the side headlock on. Basically switches over from a chin lock to a side headlock. Baba is able to reverse that into a Russian leg sweep and gets a 2 count. He then follows that up with a front face lock and drops Hansen down to the mat and keeps his left arm locked in as well. Baba then stomps on Hansen's left arm. Hansen gets back up and starts kicking at Baba until he finally knocks him down. Forearms across Baba's back. Takedown by Hansen, and he gets Baba back in a headlock. Fans continue to cheer loudly. The crowd in this match was amazing. Baba gets to the ropes and they exchange chops and forearms. Baba continues his attack on Hansen's left arm. Hansen knocks the Baba back down to the mat and grabs hold of his left leg. Baba continues to chop Hansen across the head, but Hansen lands a few knee drops on Baba's left leg, which keeps him back, continues to keep Baba down on the mat. Baba reverses and gets Hansen in a cross arm breaker. This was a really cool spot where he's able to just get out of the hold and gets him in the cross arm breaker. They break and get back up with Baba continuing his attack on Hansen. He gets him in an arm bar. Hansen rakes Baba's eyes and follows with an elbow. Some more back and forth between the two until Hansen knocks Baba back down with an elbow. Baba rolls to the outside to catch his breath. Giant Baba gets back into the ring, and Hansen grabs hold of him with a bear hug. Hansen then reverses that into a roll-up for a pin attempt on Baba. Baba gets Hansen in a submission hold with a combination head scissors and an arm lock. Hansen then rolls out of that and gets back up and stomps on Baba. He strikes Baba a few times with his knee. Baba counters with some chops across Hansen's left arm. Hansen kicks Baba's back. He follows with a slam and an elbow drop for another 2 count. Baba then gets back up and whips Hansen into the ropes and catches him with a drop kick. That's one of the cool things about watching early Giant Baba, is that he would suddenly bust out a drop kick out of nowhere, and it was always kind of cool to see just because he's such a big guy. Also, his build is very different from most big wrestlers from that era. His frame is not as it's not that he's like thin. It's just he's very wiry. Baba then whips Hansen again, but that gets reversed and Baba gets backdropped. A big knee across Baba's chest by Hansen gets him in 2 count. Hansen goes for the lariat. Baba falls to the outside. Hansen follows. Hansen attacks Baba outside the ring. Baba tosses Hansen into the ring post. More chops from Baba. Hansen counters with forearms. Referee tries to get in the middle to break them up, but he gets knocked down. Hansen climbs back into the ring. He pulls Baba back up and continues to beat on his chest. Several other All Japan wrestlers try to stop Hansen, and he hits a few with the lariat, but continues his attack on Baba. Baba is able to counter while Hansen's distracted trying to get everybody off him. All the guys that get in the ring, he tries to get them off. Baba's able to react, and he's able to attack Hansen. But Hansen continues to attack everyone. He goes to the outside and continues to beat on everybody. There's more wrestlers outside, so he continues to beat on those guys. He gets back in the ring, and Baba knocks him back out of the ring. Hansen yells as he walks away. Match goes 12 minutes and 39 seconds and ends in a double DQ. This was a great match, with Hansen showing how much of a force he's going to be in All Japan Pro Wrestling for the remainder of the decade, and really all the way for the next 20 years, really. He was outstanding in this match. Really a strong way to make your presence felt coming into a new promotion. I highly recommend watching this match. It is available on YouTube. I'll put the link down in the description for everyone to watch. Like I said, it's a really good match for everyone to watch, just because of how energetic the crowd was, and these two guys were just really over delivering what they the excitement level of their first encounter. I think Hansen was in All Japan prior to that, prior to going to New Japan. I think he was there like in 75, very early in his career when he still had bleached blonde hair. But I think the only match I recall from that period that actually made video might have been his match with the Destroyer. So there's not as much of him from that earlier run, but he really so most people are mostly familiar with him from his New Japan run prior to this. So really a good way to show what a great foreigner Hansen was going to be coming into this promotion, and he really did a great job. Both guys did a great job. Be sure to click the like button and subscribe to the Retro Wrestling YouTube channel. We truly appreciate that. And remember, every Saturday we celebrate by recapping a Stan Hansen match. So long, everyone.